Ugh. How's it going? I got birthday hangover. Almost got up early and got my discount at Applebee's. So nobody's wandering in yet, huh? Can't believe I made this on my live last week. Actually made that on my live last week. Oh, Steve was supposed to buy it, but he never did. So, what's up? Who's in there? Anybody in there? Somebody's in there. It says somebody's in there. Oh, probably somebody just watching the slideshow. He bites on me. I don't know why. All right. People are being lazy. I'm going to restart the music. Oops, not that. I'm going to go somewhere in the middle. I'm going to start the music somewhere in the middle. Just for fun. Dang it, I can't do that. There's still nobody in here. Sorry, I'm just doing my music selection. Just randomly picking it, by the way. Whoops. Just for fun. Still says one. One and one like. Alright, might be somebody that knows me. Sorry, I'm just like picking like other music. Tito! Sorry, I was just getting the music going. Sorry, get back to what everybody wants. There we go. What's up, Tito? How's it hanging, man? Been fishing at all? Been fishing at all, Tito? Nope. Well, I did that Saturday thing. Thinking about maybe tomorrow. I don't know. I'm thinking of maybe doing the L tomorrow. Hit up the L with the drop shot, or the split shot. Want to give that a try, give it a go. So that's where I might go tomorrow. Either that or do a tips and tricks. Or film it, save it for next week, and then do a tips and tricks. Actually, I think it's apology bites I'm doing. But anyway, what is up? Why are you the only one that showed up, man? Everybody's just taking their sweet time. They're hungover from the weekend. Did you do anything this weekend, today? Oh, it says 2 now. I'm growing. I'm growing. Tado didn't answer me. Trying to keep up with somebody and they're not compensating back. Yeah, I got the other show all done. It's actually sitting here in the computer. Bites, I think. Oh, tried to hit the Oceanic, huh? The Oceanic. Well, I said I got yesterday's or tomorrow's video all done. If anybody saw how many, I should show it, how many cuts it takes me to do my show. And I'm sort of laxing off, but I'll show you guys. What? I was gonna say. So here's my show done. Let me slide this down. Let me get in perspective for you. Never kicks in. There we go. Nice. Oh wait, I can go bigger. Whoops. Yeah, all those little things you see in there. All those little things all the way across. Those are all the edits I do in just one show. It's a lot. What's this, 3 now? Yeah, I wouldn't guess somewhere in there, but it's a lot of cutting and sliding. Sorry, I'll get back to the pictures now. I'll promote the female fisherman. No, I haven't. Don't worry about today. I haven't been going anywhere either. That's why I've been doing more of the tips and tricks and the biology bites. Cause I just don't feel like it. Still got to do the Drain Lake tour eventually. But we got all summer to do that, and it's not like they're going to be filling up. They're just going to keep going the other way. Well, this weekend, maybe no fishing. Got a few days to attend. Oh yeah. But hey, I had my birthday adventure this weekend out on the battle tub. Got to go on a weekend adventure and a birthday weekend adventure. So it was all good. I mean, it's just June. We got all the way till like November, October to fish before it gets sucky. Jacob, what's up? Ooh, I got another like. Yay. Well, welcome, Jacob. We have another Jacob in here, too, I think. I know we have another Jacob in here. Well, welcome. Welcome to Fish Talk Tuesdays. Last week, I made this spinnerbait while I was on my live. From scratch. From just... Yeah, this was just a... Well, it was just straight here. I mean, it had this on it, but none of the rest. Yeah, I did I put on, and this is one this is one I used to design. But I used to put a Colorado here, but I just put this little, it's kind of a burner bait. Oh, yeah, I did all the bending and stuff and just wanted to show people how you do it. Oh, and a couple weeks ago I made a bunch of skirts for people. Some of them haven't sent me their email or I haven't found time. Yeah, but a couple days ago I made a bunch of these. People picked them out and then I sent them to them. Sent them to them in the mail. It's really easy. You just stick them in an envelope and it only costs 42 cents. It's easy. Easiest way to give away free stuff. Oh, okay. Well, welcome for coming in, and yeah, you'll see I'm getting more into making things on my lives, like jigs and spinnerbaits, and might do some bladed jigs and stuff. And we always have the slideshow the support of female fishermen. That's what that's there for. So welcome back anytime, Jacob. It's every Tuesday at 8. Also do Monday panels at 8. Thanks for coming in, man. I just try to select some of my different music. I mean, all right, Tado. He's like ta-da, but it's not ta-da, it's Tado. Waiting to get out on another, I'm waiting fishing to get better. I mean, I'm sure other lakes are better along than stupid Pinot is right now. Even El Estero's better along than Pinot. Oh, that's right. You're on the 9th. Hey, Chris. We'll have to go, you'll have to come right here for your birthday live. Or I'll go there. I know the music just stopped. Good. This widow looks like Paris Hilton. Anybody see the resemblance? Yeah, last night was fun. I mean, my birthday was on the holidays, so not many. I got like 77 views, and not many people came in, but you know, it happened to fall on the holiday. I ordered a fish mold. Oh, so you're gonna make like molds of fish? You ordered a mold to make lures. I thought you ordered like a fish mold, like you were gonna mold fish. No, you can do your own baits. Have fun. I don't pour any of mine. I just get them done. I do need to get one though, because I still have I still have that jewelry silicone-y stuff that I was gonna try and make a bait out of, but I need them old. See if it'll stay in the mold. Oh, I got 4. I saw that one. Yeah, I have. Ah, I have this stuff still. It's a silicone-y stuff. See, she's wearing it, and it stays pliable and soft and stuff. So. I was gonna try and make baits out of it. That's like can I make baits out of these, Joes? Put up old timer. Yeah, it's me. Yeah, but I was gonna see if I could make baits out of that stuff. Do it as a challenge. Can I make baits out of women's jewelry making kit? I made one. I did one kind of, but it's really, you need a mold. You need to put that thing in something. It's like, it's hard to get it to come out straight and round. And I did make one, but I never fished it. I was thinking the obvious place that you catch a lot of worm would be the ocean. Go to the Coast Guard Pier and use like little worms I made with that stuff. It's pretty good. You can pull it pretty good. The hook kind of, well, it's a silicone though. Senko molds? You mean stick worm? It's not a Senko, it's a stick worm. Senko's Senko. Everything else is a stick worm. She just got a ballpoint pen. That's how I made his. That was what the first shape of a Senko was off of, was a ballpoint pen. Flat on one end, kind of a little curled on the other, but thick. It's Senko, goddammit. And only if you buy it from the package that says Senko's on it. It's a trade name. There is only one Senko. Everything else you buy is whatever they call it. But there's a million stick worms. Did you buy a... Yep. Did you buy a spinnerbait mold too, so you can pour your own spinnerbaits? Yeah. I'm feeling it, man. I'm totally feeling it. When I went to Denny's this morning to get the senior special, and I had to show my driver's license, it hurt, man. It hurt. I got a hell of a good discount, though. I'm too broke for one of those. Be great if you get spin right out of a mold, huh? Lake X, land of lunkers. Getting more bites on me for some reason. I don't know what it is. I got another bite underneath my cuff. Yay, yeah. And you have to get there early for that senior morning thing. But, yeah, I didn't even go to bed. I just kept drinking that bottle of wine after I signed off. And, yeah, then I had like 4 other beers and then smoked a bunch of pot. And then I went to Denny's early and got my senior discount on food. I should have filmed it. I should have filmed it. I forgot. Look, it's a Dazzle girl. It's Dazzle. Oh, look, Dazzle again. You'll get there soon enough, Jessfish, so don't give me a hard time for it. I know you're only a couple rungs behind me. Be careful with the phone, though. I know you're only a couple rungs behind me, so I'll scope all the places out, get all the best stuff for you. Then when you hit it, I'll send you the link. I'll have found all the 55 discounts by then. I done will. I didn't look it up today because I was editing. I had to finish up the show for tomorrow. My birthday show at Pinot in the bathtub. Not nearly as fun as the last show on Just Fish Boat. Only 1.5, Scott. You're 1.5 rungs below me, huh? Yeah, well. Yeah, your boat's way better, dude. I can't rag on the bathtub, but I can rag on the bathtub because, yeah, after enjoying that experience, I came back in the bathtub. I mean, you're still out there near the boat, but it's tough. Up with the anchors, down with the anchors, up with the anchors, down with the anchors. What's up? I haven't seen you in here in a while, Ash. What's going on? I don't know why I'm still doing that. You missed it last week, Ash. I made the spinnerbait on the show. From scratch, baby. I hammered the blades. I machined the bearings. Yeah. What's up, Ash? Ash is... You guys remember Ash? Hey, I want that. Yes, man. It's like a burner. It's got a number 4.5 willow on top. It's got a little... I think it's a number 1 little willow. This one is. It's got 1 or 1.5. But yeah. Usually I put a Colorado here, but I want it to be like a burner. But yeah, I actually made it. I did all the bending and all everything on my last week. It was last week, wasn't it? And I just turned a year older, Mr. Ash. That's why it says the day after. My birthday was yesterday. Oh, and I made some skirts too. I still got to send some of these out. Some people haven't sent me their address, but yeah. Then I made some skirts on the show the week before that, and I sent them to people for free. Yeah, that's another 60. I don't know. I made a bunch of them. Trying to do more making stuff while I'm here. For fishing spinnerbaits? I don't think so. I don't fish them much. I only fish our 1/4 ounce. Our 1/4 ounce with single blade. I don't fish them. I did fish those double blades for a while, but I don't even fish those anymore. I did, oh, yeah, I ignored you. I didn't have any. I don't have any PP&J skirt material. That was why. I know you asked for it, but I didn't have any. I have a good PP&J skirt color. I have one that's, well, it's kind of segment like this. PB&J. I have one that's kind of segment like this, like it's just straight. But I have one that's kind of swirled, PB&J. So, if I ever get that color again, I will make you one. I will send it to you in an envelope. It only costs 45 cents. But I don't have any of the skirt material. It's good color. I've made a bunch of them out of it. But I will do one up. So Ash, have you been fishing at all, or? I'm not wasabi, man. I don't do that delivery stuff. Hand delivery. Oh yeah? Are you been fishing? I've seen videos on Comanche. Isn't Comanche by you too? I know you've been to Kachuma, but oh, rockfish bass. Yeah. We got to go out with Jess Fish in his boat at Pino. I don't know if you saw that video, but that was fun. 5 of us on his boat. We caught 12 fish, right? And we caught a 4-2. What's it like, 2.5s and stuff. And I got to run his boat. That was, I love that. I fucked up at first though, because it had been so long. I was running with my right foot. But then I remembered, no, I always ran with my left foot. And then when I put my left foot on the pedal, it was like riding a bike. I'm like, oh, no wonder I couldn't control the damn thing with my right foot. I couldn't do that even back then. So yeah, I got to have fun, troll around the edge, flip from it. Oh, so fun. It makes me want a bass boat again, for sure. Yeah, we caught 12 fish though. Everybody caught fish, right? Yeah, just lied till the end. Jess did catch the biggest stick though. Him and Chris kind of had a tie going there. I think they were similar size though. Of course, Chris's broke his pole and Jess Fish, it just didn't do anything. That was pretty funny. He was convinced it was a fish for a while too. And I made sure to captivate that in the video. But then he pulled it out in the end. Got the nice one on the robo-worm. That was on that was Carolina rig, wasn't it, Jess? Kinda? Isn't that the way you fish them? It's not a split shot. It's like a regular. What is it? Is it a bullet sinker or not? I got a moth in my room. How do I get a moth all the way in here? I live in the back. My windows are never open. There's a freaking moth sitting right down my wall. Oh, so, well, yeah. Yeah. That light, I guess that's Caroline, but that light is kind of, yeah. I mean, I mean, I think the split shot I'm using is, I think it's 1/32. I don't think it's 1/64. It might be. No, I think it's 1/32. I mean, split shots only go up to an 1/8 ounce anyway. We have a sliding, right? We have a sliding. Like it's with Carolina. Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, the split shot rig holds it different. I noticed you were fishing like cinnamon all day, weren't you? I know you caught the fish on the margarita mutilator, but you were using like cinnamony type colors, lighter colors. Was that the first time you tried the mutilator? Yeah, like basically regular carrot rig, except you don't have like the little orange balls some people put around it. Anyway, it's 2 feet from the frigate. Yeah, I'm gonna try the split shot rig. Yeah, that's not it. But yeah, that's not a good color for pin. It's a good color when the water's clear, but Yeah, I've never done good in that color in there. That sort of color. It's like you caught that one on the margarita mutilator, the darker purple brown. Yeah, I don't like that oxblood in there at all. I do have one that, well, yeah, the oxblood is more kind of almost a cinnamony color. They love the mutilator in there though. I mean, I don't fish the mutilator, but I fish the brown purple. Yeah, those cinnamons in that. Well, you fish a lot of clear lakes. The water's really clear. I think actually in that tips and tricks I did about the split shot, when we were at San Antonio and it was like 20-foot visibility or infinite, he was using sort of a cinnamon color, oxbloody color. Yeah. The color of pinot and all that. Well, it was kind of clear when we were there, but I don't know. They just don't like it. It's not their fave color. But yeah, I think he was using that color in him at San Antonio and at the tips and tricks. He was using it was sort of oxblood or sort of a cinnamon. I like cinnamon with like blue flake in it. When I go natural, and blue cinnamon. I forget it was Schmitty's. It used to be a hand pour down in LA. Those fish are really funny. They just like the darker color, the purple browns, man. But they made one that was like light blue on the bottom and then cinnamon on top. Yeah, that was back in the 80s. I love that color. Pudding stone, when it got clear, I was getting colored, cinnamon blue. It was a hand poured, like, curly tail worm. Couldn't see my shit. Well, now actually the water's about the color of that lure right now. The water is like a weird, like, cinnamony brown. Yeah, it's brown now. It's clear we were there. Now it's brown. But it's like a lighter kind of brown, but not a paper bag brown. Kind of a in between paper bag and like dark iced tea. It's kind of well, about the same color as your worm, Jess. That's what I don't like it, because the water turns that color sometimes. I have done good on the God, what's it called? Oh, green pumpkin purple swirl. But the green pumpkin is more of a browner green pumpkin than a green pumpkin. It's a sticko. We've done really good in that. It actually kind of looks like a crawdad. I mean, an earthworm. Kind of earthworm color when it mixes with the purple now. That one incredible day we had, me and Chris, we caught like tons of doubles, or like 5 doubles now. We were catching them on that green pumpkin purple swirl. The sticko color. It's more like a grape. Green pumpkin, they call it purple, but it's a darker purple. It's not like a lighter purple. But I think it looks a lot kind of like a natural nightcrawler, like you said with the oxblood. It looks like a nightcrawler. Was that your favorite color at Don Pedro in those lakes? It's the oxblood? Well, I guess so. It's the oxblood, his favorite color. It's almost time for me to venture to the front. I think I've cycled through the women a bit. minute. Oh, yep, it works at night. Yep. At night, though, you put like rattles in it, and you have spinners on the weight to create flash from the moonlight or starlight. Kenny, why would they be able to see worms at night? Worms don't come out at night. Oh, oh yeah, we're okay. I was like, why would they be able to see worms at night? What benefit does that do for them? And I realized, yeah, night colors come out at night. That's why they're called night colors. Nope, just like you saw it, it fit them. That's good. Usually I use clear at night. Clear. Just straight clear. No flake in it, no nothing. Just, well, they don't, no, they color clear. Yeah, just no color in it at all. That just rips the crap out of them at night. I don't know why. Maybe it absorbs the starlight and all that, and it just makes it, I don't know, but absolutely clear. When I go night fishing, I use no color at my worms. It's just clear. It looks like clear. AIFG, what is up? Players. We're just talking the best night colors for bass. We're trying to see if I have one. I swear I had one that was clear. Skate or die. Yeah, not me so much anymore. I'm hoping to go to my storage unit and get a whole bunch of old late 80s, early 90s skateboard footage though. Of top pros and me at demos and contests and stuff. Still recording the dock. Yeah. My last show I did down there, I don't know, didn't really do that good. Fishing had been amazing for you. No, I haven't been down to the dock in a while. Last time I was down to the dock, it was me and Tito filmed. It was fun. I caught like 10 fish, 10 or 11. I don't know. Well, the last two and a half weeks, the wind has been hellacious. So there's no way I'm touching that place. Not in, not in 20, 30 mile-an-hour winds like we were having for those couple of weeks. We're drunk. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff that's going on down there at the pier. Trust me. You got a lot of those ne'er-do-wells hanging out down there. Yeah, I filmed down there for quite a while. I don't know. I just haven't been down there quite a while. I'm kind of switching it up with the way I do stuff. I'm going out to the porch. I think we've had enough time in here with the girls. Yeah, I don't know. I need to go down there and film it. But then when I filmed it didn't get much attention. I mean, not that I'm just doing it. But usually they got more. I think I kind of fell out of flavor with the rockfish people. There's a light on out here. Voila! Entering this stripper porch. Wow. Yeah, I need to get back down there. I need to do some more. I don't know, what's the wind like the rest of this week? I haven't checked. I really only like to fish it when it's a I only like to fish it when it's west-southwest wind. Which evidently doesn't seem to happen around here too much. We get the wind coming from behind and it's all slick. That's when I really love the pier. I still have some baits. I actually still have some still have some of the sandworms. I think I have like 5 left. So I'm gonna have to do a 5 bait challenge for the rockfish. I have 5 baits. They come off easy. How many fish can I catch on 5 baits? Because those baits come off easy. Anybody that's ever used those sandworms, you know, they come off pretty damn easy. And for a while there, I think they were making them even softer. Like I was complaining about, they just fell off. Like, you cast them wrong and they were gone. Berkeley's like, yeah, let's make them softer. Let's make them fall off easier. Let's promote it. People have to buy more. You got lucky at the end because I took you to a spot that I've never taken anybody else to fish. Out of all the Carolina fish I've caught in that lake, they were all in that little stretch. I saw you were throwing it, kind of threw you a bone, took you over there, let you cast along that edge, and boom, you caught one on a Carolina rig. It's just like it's a Carolina rig wall. If we would have had to keep going a little further, yeah, then it changes to a different bait, but I figured we had enough time. I could sneak you in there. Let you throw some casts in my premier Carolina rig water of Pinot. And it paid off, man. Exactly. I snuck you into a good Carolina rig spot, I'm telling you. I don't know why you didn't do better. It's just like the Delta. Yeah, I mean your son caught a fish on the lure. You gave up. You started fishing. You gave up on it. His second cast, he catches the biggest fish. I'm just saying. I haven't fished a lake Carolina in a while. I did fish one. Yeah, no, I did fish one. That was a while ago. I think the last time I fished one was at Coyote Creek Lakes. But I did the Carolina rig with a swim bait. With our rib minnow. I actually got a couple on it. Yeah, I hear it a lot around here. Well, now it's on video, man. I've captured it for rewinds for years. Remember this, Dad? Yeah, I love capturing great family moments on my shows, you know. Something that can be brought back up for years and years. That's the way to make a show right there. Yeah, I haven't thrown you right. I think the last time yeah, that was a coyote, and I only used a 3/16 ounce. Just as using a quarter, I used a 3/16 on that Carolina rig with swim bait in the current. Yeah, I caught some. I'll try to split on it, but I don't think I can do split on it. It's like, oh no, you can. It'll work. They'll just move it over to the eddies. I mean, it's such a lightweight. It's really hard to put it in. I just gave it a lot of slack and stuff. Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome, Just Fish. I'm glad I caught that family memory forever. I don't know. It was Tito. Tito's the one that brought it up to him. Tito's the one that orchestrated the whole thing. He's your evil genius right there. It was Tito. He came up with the idea. He's a tricky little bastard, let me tell you. You never know what he's gonna do. So are you ever going back to pin out Just Fish? when you hadn't caught a fish, you said you had to go back. Then you caught a fish and you said you were never coming back. So, just wondering. Where we should go sometime is, oh, you can't put it in the forebay, right? I forgot about that. Yeah, you can't put in the forebay because your engine, right? They won't allow it in there. I think that's what you said. Of course. Okay, well, when you caught that fish, I remember you telling me, now I don't have to come back. I don't have to. I conquered it. I caught a damn fish. Everybody else was catching them all day long. Or, well, yeah, I mean, we didn't really, but it seemed like when you hadn't caught a fish all day. We each only caught 2 or 3. But when you have none, I guess it seems like everybody's catching fish a lot. No offense. Yeah. Yeah, watch tomorrow's video. That'll just give you more emphasis to come back. That's all I'm saying about tomorrow's show, but there's some biggies in there. Well, my friend Kim, he caught 5 10-pounders in a year there. It was last year or the year before, but yeah, he caught 5 in 1 year, 10+ bass in Pinot. That's impressive. I haven't heard anybody in the Delta or Clear Lake that's caught 5 10-pound, over 10-pound bass in a year. No, no. Hey, Steve. No, one of the best ways to catch the big ones in there is flipping. Or it's still big swim baits. Caught mine on a bladed jig. Ooh, that sucks. Yeah, but I might have broke off or lost a fish over 10 in pinot flipping. And my PB out there, and my PB, all PB is 9.5, which was out of pinot. That was on blade jig. But I've had some pretty big ass ones hooked flipping that broke me off because I only use 17-pound mono. But I did. Yeah, I would. I did film. I have my friend Mike in there. He came over to me and made me take a picture one time. He caught one flipping. It was a 11.3. 11.3. And I was across from him when he flipped it out. And he came over to me and asked me if I could take a picture, and I put it back on the scale and showed it to me, and it was 11.3. The big ass freaking fish. Yeah, you saw how it is there. I mean, that's just what you gotta do is just freaking throw it way back in those trees. If they're on the tree thing. Other places just way back in the freaking tules. You know, the opening back in there. I mean, I was a little rusty in that video. I know I got it in some good spots in that, but I was rusty. It looked like I knew how to do them, but yeah, I was hitting the ledges and stuff that when I'm really into it, I'm just like, whoa, no problem, no problem, no problem. This time it was like, ah, shit. Ah, damn it. Ah, fuck. Oh, there we go. I got it. Yeah. A couple times instead of one time. But it's fun to pull them out of there. And you gotta do the frog thing too. You gotta have a designated frog rod too. So let me skip back underneath there. Birthday cake time. Alright. Yeah, I actually have footage of Rick throwing a ghost straight in the middle of a freaking tree. And he went, ah, shit. And he picked it up and he let it drop down. And he's like, ah. And what? He's like, I threw it way back in and he picked it up again and it plopped. And all of a sudden we heard a huge splash. And he set the hook. After finagling and playing with it, he got it out. And I think it was a 6.8. It's on one of my old videos. Yeah, I think it was like 6.8, something like that. 6.6, 6.8. Yeah, it was funny because he threw it in and he's like, ah, shit. I'm like, what? He goes, I don't know if I can even get this thing out. It's so back in, and also we just heard this. And he slammed back the rod. Ah, it was funny. And it was a big fish. And when I say threw it in the middle of a tree, he like threw it into a side of just a tree. No opening, no nothing, just right through the branches and everything. That's why I went, oh shit. Whoa, I got moss flying all over the place around here. Freaking warm night or what? Yeah, I didn't know about. I don't have a lot of it on video, but when I was at the Clear Lake and that, in some of the fall tournaments, the places those pros threw their freaking frog was just like, I mean, there'd be a line of reeds and like a tree here, and there was water behind the reeds, and they would just smack it through the reeds and have it go like 15 feet behind it and start working it. Like, well, okay, that's the way to do it. Just freaking just hammer it right through the reeds. Don't care if you deflect off and that, just so it goes past the behind them. I was like, oh, okay. Now I see how it is. So I started doing that with my buzzbait at the Delta. This is a Clear Lake, but at the Delta, when there's like all those scatter reeds and everything, and I would just bullet it and let it go, like bounce off when we go back through them, and I'd just start reeling it in right through the middle of all the reeds and everything. The buzzbait, it'd come up and over leaves, and I'd just keep moving it. I'm like, wow, I get this. This works. Don't try to find an opening. Just throw it in there. Oh yeah, Pinot's great for it. A lot of people don't do it as much anymore. When the frog first came out, everybody was frogging the Pinot. It's kind of the way it is with every technique there. When big swim baits came out, everybody was throwing big swim baits. When I did that show, and it was bladed jigs were kind of new, and I did that show where I got 23 in a day, good quality. Suddenly, everybody was throwing bladed jigs. Like I never seen one of that like, and everybody was throwing them. One person saw the video, told the other person, told the other person, and then I saw everybody freaking throwing blade jigs all over the place in there. It was crazy. But they were all catching good fish on it. I think that's kind of when the chatterbait first came out. Or it had been out, but it was more of a tournament bait, not everybody. And everybody was, yeah, it was new, because everybody was catching on variations of it. They didn't use the original chatterbait. They were using the DNM and all the others. They copied it, but had the metal blades with a deeper thump. Chatterbaits have a really weak, quick thump because of the stupid aluminum blade. Mine are steel blades, a lot heavier thump. Rattles, as you're reeling it in, your like teeth start hurting because it's shaking so much. Nice, really deep. Thump, 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 thump. Not that. Like a chatterbait, a little quick little sound. Yeah. But they enforced their patent for the head, which fucked everybody. That fucked me up. Now we all gotta do it different. With a big toe head, with a straight line, round bend, blades attached straight to it. You can't use it anymore. Yep, that's what screwed me up. It's a good lure. I can make them with a split ring to the blade because it's now a 90-degree offset head that they produce them. It's the same big toe, but they had to change it. And if you're wondering, if you try to get a jig that has a big toe head and try to open the eye, so you put the blade onto it, it's a good idea, but when you try to open the eye, um, probably about 20% of the time it breaks. You're like, I almost had it open enough. Eye strength steel, non-bendable steel, and so if you try to grab it and try to open up that eye, it snaps. Might be higher. Everyone I tried to do it to, it snapped. I think my thing was I But he had some chatterbaits that had the original aluminum blade. And I tried to open it up, take it off, put on one of my blades. And I broke every one of them. They like bending down, but they don't like bending back up. Yeah, definitely. If you're going to Pinot, you you got to bring a flipping stick. And it's funny because a lot of people are getting off the flipping sticks in there. I don't see that many fishermen going back inside now. They're not doing a lot of pitches to the front of the reeds and all that, the front of the trees now, but they're not going back in anymore. They're using the outside edge, or now a lot of people are offshore. And I think it's because I did so many shows showing offshore spots that now everybody knows where all the offshore spots are. So a lot of people now sit in all the offshore spots. Because a lot of them used to be visible. I mean, the islands that showed where the area was used to stick out of the water. Now they've all broken off, so you don't even know they're there. So, unless you know exactly where to go. Sorry, back to the birthday wine. Um, you just don't know there. There is a good spot around all the edge of Pinot that most people put their boat in, about 10, 15 feet out. That's where they keep their boat. And then they pitch or cast towards the reeds. But that spot where they're sitting with their boat down below, that's like a great spot. But you go to Pinot, you see all that great cover. That's where you're in the cast. I know that. I went there. I first went to Pinot in '84 on my old little boat. My original, like, little teeny bass boat I had. And yeah, I was just everything I focused on was the edges, all those weeds, all those trees, all those. Yeah, yeah. I didn't catch it, but I didn't try casting 15 feet out from them and trying cranks and everything. I was just like, even if I did try a crank, I'd throw it like a little bit right in front and reel it down really quick. But they all can't fit in there. There's not enough room for them all in there, so there's a lot of them that sit out. And a lot of people just they just never look for that. I think I did one show called Offshore Fishing at Pinot. I remember that. Yeah, I did one. I think it was showing the crank or spinnerbait or something. But I was trying to show people that, yeah, anyway, you have all this vegetation and everything around the edges. There's still open water out in front of it. That a lot of times that's where those fish are. If there's weeds down there, if there's rock piles, stuff like that, there's gonna be fish in both spots. And most people focus on the reeds. So try going out a little bit. You might benefit. It might be a really good day. But now I've been making, videos there for 9 years, and all I gotta do is look at some of mine and go, "Oh wow, I never thought of doing that there." And I'm a really good fisherman, so I catch a lot of fish. So they're like, "Oh my god, I gotta try that." Oh, so it still says 5 people. Who's still on here? Give me some feedback. Say, hey. Thanks for the tips. I'll have to try that. Something. Preaching to the choir. Everyone's like, well, we're just absorbing the information. I am working on doing some split shotting shows though. I have a spinning rod now. I can use it. I want to get back to mastering that split shot technique. It's just been 30, 40 years, so it's going to take me a while to get the nuances back again. You know, the straight drag, a little bit of a twitch, moving and like shaking a bunch and then moving again. I don't know. It's going to take me a while to get the nuances back of how I want that bait. I mean, I learned it way back in my history of bass fishing when I was like high school. And I don't really think I've fished it much in the last, well, yeah. I don't think I've fished it again since the 80s. Gotta get back into the flow. The remembrance of all the subtleties of that light little bait. I'll get it going though eventually. I'll get it all hooked up. Get the flow going again. I really want to do it at El Estero. I might go tomorrow and try it. I don't know what the winds are. They're supposed to be, after my birthday, they're supposed to shut down and be pretty nice and mellow, so I'm hoping. And I said, El Estero's fishing pretty good. It's fishing better than Pinot right now. I mean, unless you have a boat and you can explore, but from shore, it's definitely fishing better than Pinot. Hearing a lot of people are getting skunked there from shore, only catching one. So I'm really glad I've enveloped El Estero into the mix. I gotta do a black and blue buzzbait though. I mean, I have one. I just need to make one of my own. Because the black and blue jig, black and blue bladed jig and that, I caught fish on them. I've been using the baby bass and the spinnerbait and the buzzbait, but I'm gonna try black and blue. I might do a black and blue spinnerbait up too. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna bring up black and blue and a spinnerbait and a buzzbait and try it in there. I might like the buzzbait just because of the buzz and the sound, and my skirt's kind of has a black trailer on it, but it's sort of a darker, greener baby bass colored skirt. So maybe a black and blue skirt with a black trailer. It might really bring him up in there. This is really cool. During the day, we have a bunch of bees out here. Bees and bumblebees for our flowers. Oh, I thought it was going by me. It's not. All right. Oh, what is it? I thought it was a delivery truck, but I don't think so. It's bigger than that. I don't know why it stopped it. Maybe I'm getting a big present. Did you guys order me something really big for my birthday? Ooh, this could be good. Ooh, the day after might be really good. I mean, ooh, he's coming this way. He's coming this way. Look. Damn it. He's passing my house. Ah. See, I was excited. I thought somebody did something really good for me, and I got a big ass present. But well, evidently, just a fish delivery. The guy next door does commercial like squid and mackerel and that. So sometimes he comes by with the big truck and delivers it to his relatives next door. I think that's what that is. Ah, I thought somebody did me good. I thought it was gonna be like $10,000 delivery of rods and reels and stuff. But no, just dead fish or squid sitting on a truck waiting to be delivered. That's amazing. I mean, it is kind of warm out here for here. But there are so many freaking moths cruising around right now. And I'm seeing them like on the flowers and stuff. Kind of fun. Kind of amazing. So does anybody have any bass questions? I mean, come on. There's 6 people out there. Somebody's got to have a question about something. It is, in fact, Fish Talk Tuesday. Don't be shy. Hush up, eye to eye. Throw me a question. Could be anything. I'm sure I have an answer. Yeah, I'm sure it's. What's killing a dog over there? And I'm sure it's somewhat correct, depending on technique. If it's a technique I don't know, I won't answer. I only give advice on what I know. If I don't know, I don't know. PP and J, Just Fish's favorite. PP and J tube actually. I don't. I don't flip jigs. I only flip either craws or tubes. Yeah, actually, the one I caught with in the last show was black and red. Caught them on black and blue flake, but I don't flip jigs. I have my own flipping jig, but I cast it over stuff. I just don't like. Even with the weed guard, I just don't like open hooks when flipping, especially when you're around reeds and stuff. It just always gets inside it and it hooks up. Even with the weed guard, I'd rather go Texas rig in there. You go Texas rig with a punch outfit, but lighter. I have ours. I have our bobblehead that has a skirt attachment before the craw that I put on it. But it's a regular hook, and you hook it Texas behind the skirt. I never flip anything that has an open hook. I've tried it and it sucks. But PB&J, mine was a different. My tube is it's it's peanut butter in the front and it has jelly, dark purple grape legs on it. The end of it, and it has like purple and orange, I think, flake in what looks like peanut butter. That's a great color. Another really good color to flip. Yeah, but yeah, another good color is actually white. Not white like smoke. With the same idea as the sparkle goes. White. Well, it's not white. It's like a smoky white with. I forgot to show you guys what that was. That was his truck with all the squid in it. Yeah, it's like a smoky white with black, blue, and gold flake. I know people say white. It's not white. White. Well, I have it. I have it in the videos. But yeah, they love it in there. They love it in there. I think it looks like a crappie or something that just like swam in there, and they love eating the crappie. So yeah, and I had a big 5-inch tube. Yeah, and it's kind of a smoky white. Yeah, I caught a lot of them on it. I just thought, what the hell? Let's try a bright color in there. Let's throw something in there they can really see. And it worked. Wait, here, I can show you the truck now. Come back the other way. And now presenting a commercial bait fish truck. Yeah, there's so many squid boats, I'm assuming those are all squid in those tanks. Earlier in the year, he started coming with, they're all mackerel. Or maybe it's late in the year, I don't know. But he works for one of the commercial companies. He takes it from here to Salinas. One time I saw him. I was at the store getting my beer, and he was at the store, and he said, "Yeah, I'm still at work." And then he drove down reservation, and I drove behind him, and I turned to come here, and he kept going towards Salinas. So I'm assuming Salinas is where they have the processing plant that they take care of all that shit, the gutting and the process. But yeah, I actually, one day he was here and he had a bunch of them, and neighbors didn't really want them. So I took them. My dad's friend's a big fish eater. No, there's mosquito hawks everywhere. So he called him and he came and picked up. I had a bag of like 15 big mackerel in it. But that was the night I was live and the raccoon found it. Raccoon stopped and sniffed everywhere that I laid the bag down. I had the mackerel in. So I'm not lying. I have evidence of the fact that happened. I swear to God. So, any other questions? I'm an open book right now, I swear. And the condition I'm in, I'll tell my deepest, darkest fishing secrets. Things nobody would ever tell you. Oh, beavers? Nah, I don't like beavers. I don't like them because that thin section in the middle, they just tear out too quick. And at Pinot, for a while at Pinot, everybody was throwing beavers. Beaver, 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 beaver. Everybody that flipped was beaver. I think it was the D bomb. The D bomb. I had my own for a while. I have our Punch Daddy Creature, basically a beaver. But that middle, and the in between the rib and that where you put the hook, it just, I don't know. It was one and done. I just couldn't get the hook to stick in after that. Uh, I use my own craw, our swim flip craw. It's kind of like the net craw, net baits craw, but theirs is only hard at the end. I think. Yeah, it's only hard at the end. It's open all the way through. Ours is the first segment is all solid, and then just the head opens up. But the craws on the net look exactly the same. Ours is what is it, 4 inch? I think it's 4 inch. It's the one I caught the one on in the last video with Jessfish. It was black and red. I used it on our bobblehead. Which bobblehead is sort of bobblehead's basically a biffle head. It's jointed jig head, but it's football shaped. That's what I flip with all the time. I don't flip with big toe heads or things. I flip with a jointed jig head that's a football head. I don't know why, but it works like crazy. I've told the story before, but originally I thought what Tommy Biffle did with the Biffle head was flip. I didn't know he just cast it out and reeled over rock and stuff like a football jig. I didn't know. And I threw it out and worked over rock net casting and caught a lot of it. And then I went, oh, I can't wait to flip this like Biffle does. And I learned that he doesn't flip it. But he should. Because it works incredible for flipping. I have a lot of videos that, my old videos from my vlogs. Old vlogs from like 2016, I think. 4 or 5 years back. Yeah, I did a lot of flipping with that head. And the craw I told you about, and the tube I told you about. I know it still works. I'm just never in a boat really that we can flip with. I do want to go out with Tito one time in the rental. It's gonna be a bitch, but we can use it to flip. And I really want to flip all my old water in there with the baits I use, not the beaver, not jig, but the tube and the flip and craw. Or maybe the flip and craw with the skirt attachment. But yeah, definitely want to get back to it. And Tito wants to learn how to flip. Good way to teach him. He got to see a little bit on that last video, but he's just starting out. He saw a video with he saw a Wired to Fish video. He thought Wired to Fish was a person, not like a company. and he learned how to flip, or the video he watched how to flip from was Denny Brauer. He doesn't know who Denny Brauer is, and I looked at him and went, "Oh, Denny Brauer, yeah, he's like one of the old school flipping pros." And she went, "Oh, that's who he is." He had really good tips. I'm like, it's like you, you think Wired to Fish is a guy? Yeah, it's just a company, and Danny Brower you think is just some guy that's his name, but his channel name is Wired to Fish, and he's teaching how to flip. I'm like, dude, he's one of the best flipping pros there are. So that was kind of eye opening how YouTube is and how people that watch YouTube think, I guess. But he still learned valuable information from him. But I do want to take him out sometime and spend a whole day on a rental boat and spend a whole day flipping and give him my setup. And see if we can get Tito his first flip fish. That might be the title of the video right there. Trying to get Tito his first flip fish. Flipping 101. I'm 5 and 8. Come on, can I get 10 likes? I'm trying to pour my heart out here. I'm open up to any question. See, I obviously don't. I mean, I'm just looking at the comments and I was like, almost everything I use, except for the stickos, but I used to have my own dropping sticks. I just couldn't get them enough colors unless I went way bulk and paid way more money to have them made. But yeah, almost everything I fish is my own bait. Another dropping stick, all the other stuff you see me use is all mine. The cross, the tubes, the jigs, all that stuff, it's all me. Yeah, I do. I started this show originally back in 2003, 2004, 2005. No, 3 and 4. But the reason I started is because I saw they had a bass boat. I'm like, hey, well, now I got a bass boat. I'm filming shows. So yeah, I'm sure having my own boat would escalate the situation, maybe a little to, you know. I mean, but I had my own boat for a lot of it. Yeah, I sold it when I moved my clothing store to San Francisco. I started my original show on a whim. I was in Slow, San Luis Obispo. But I had a clothing store. Suddenly I moved to San Francisco. Didn't focus on the fishing, focused on the clothing. Yeah, sold it off, moved there. Fished a little bit there in the ocean every once in a while, but should have not moved there, kept the boat, the truck, gave up the clothing store, kept doing the fishing videos and tournaments. But, you know, hindsight's great, but it just wasn't where I was at the time, so didn't have. I chose to sell off, move in another direction. But yeah, I'd love to have a bass boat right now. Trust me. I mean, after getting, I mean, we've been in Jess Fish's boat for that's the third show. But actually getting my foot on the pedal and being able to control it, I'm like, damn, I need one of these again. I definitely need one of these again. Especially in those sort of, yeah, when you're flipping or high speed cranking, all that. Yeah. On the bass boat with totally more to keep you in the exact position you need to be in to execute what you need to do. Oh, it's a dream world, man. Completely a dream world. So I definitely need another boat. You're right, Dax. But I'm so spoiled now that if I get another boat, it has to be a bass boat. And it has to be another good bass boat. I made my own cheesy one when I was a senior in high school, built decks and all that, and it just doesn't work. No, no. it's, it's, it's not better than nothing. It just frustrates you. I had that little Luna boat at Pinot for like 2 years, 3 years, something. No, it just frustrated me. I'm like, yeah, I'm out here, but I can't position right. I can't fish right. It's just a pain in the ass the whole time. Trying to deal with the wind, trying to deal with all that. No, it's once you get on a bass boat and you're in control of a bass boat and you realize why a bass boat is a bass boat and you learn to be able to execute everything to your perfectionist of who you are, you don't want to go back. It's just, it's not even worth it. It's just, nope. It's got to be a really good quality bass boat. The rest of it's just, you're just adjusting to what you have. When you had a quiet boat, you have everything you need to have. The rest of it is just, well, I can't do that, so let's do this. I can't really do that, so let's do this. Yes, I'm in the lake. I'm able to go to different spots. But I think a lot of times it's more of a hindrance than it is a benefit. I mean, I'm just me, just where I am at the level I'm at. I'd rather just stay on shore other than be on something that's not gonna allow me to do what I need to do fully. And I've been telling this people for a while, but it's just I don't know. It's just it's it's funny because bass fishers are so anal, but they'll allow themselves to be in a boat that doesn't. I mean, it doesn't do them any good. I mean, yeah, it does them good because they get out on the lake and all that, but they don't understand that it's hindering them more than benefiting them. But it's not. Well, they're able to get out in the boat and out in the lake, but if they had a better boat and something that gave them ability to do what they need to do, it's a hindrance more than an advantage. I don't know. It's just me. It's just me because where I came from, and knowing the luxury of having or being on a quality bass boat compared to kayaks or Luna boats or being out there in a float tube. I have enough places I can catch them on shore if I want. And I can be precise. I can stand there. I can execute. A lot of times you're on that boat, it's just, I don't know, the wind's blowing you. You're trying to control it. You're like, that was the perfect spot. But the wind came up and suddenly my boat shifted. I couldn't get a cast to it. It's just, it's a hindrance. More than being a complete benefit. So I'm just saying, it's just, yes, if like a little Luna boat or something, that's the only thing you can get onto a pond. Yeah, that's great. But consistently over time, nah. Plus, I'm old now. I turned 55 yesterday. I'm like, um, I'm, I'm not young enough to play around with all that shit anymore. I want to be a Mac Daddy if I go out there in a boat. I want to have the best seat in the house. I want the best seat in the house to experience the lake. All right, I think I've, I think I've worn down that topic. Anybody have anything else, Dax? Anything else? I mean, I don't know. That's just my feelings about it. I mean, no more questions? No more ideas? I think I've answered everything so far. Throw the fence at me. I think the best way to learn from me is to fish with me. I've helped a lot of people in their bass fishing adventures and sort of advancing themselves in bass fishing just by, at this point in my life, going out and fishing with me. I mean, that's kind of really where you sort of learn everything. It's like, why do this? Why is he casting over there? Why is he not? He should be casting. Why is he casting? Um, why did he switch to that lure? That, what? Why does? I mean, it's just it's stuff I tried doing in my videos, but a lot of people, since you skip through it and all that, you're like, we got to fish on that. Yeah. Then you got to fish on that. Yeah. But they skip through it and they just go to where you're catching fish or something, and they'll go. They don't hear the whole prelude to why I tried to switch, or why I thought about switching, or why I thought about that bait and not that bait. And that's, I mean, that's just kind of the way it goes. It's like people don't want to, I don't know, don't want to learn. Don't want to learn, they just want me entertained. Don't want to learn that what it takes to throw that bait. Well, they just want to see somebody catch something on that bait. And they're all for it. I'm throwing this. Why? I saw this guy in a video and he threw this and he caught a hell of a lot of fish. Okay. Do you know why he threw it? No. I could give a rat's ass. He threw this bait and he caught a lot of fish. And it looks a lot like where I'm fishing, so I'm throwing this. Okay. Oh, shit. Sorry, I just lost something. I don't know where I went. It rolled over and dropped in this bag. Yeah, well. Ha ha! I found it didn't drop the bag. It dropped, hit the bag, and satellite dropped into it because it hit a can. And it bounced out over it. So I found it. I'm back to where it was. Yeah, so what was that question? I forget. Damn. No new chats. I'm trying to keep going, but I need some feedback. Best fishing information on YouTube is being lost. Not because of me, because you're not on, some other big YouTubers live. Love this wine, man. Everybody else is out of questions, huh? Come on, people. Beautiful people. Beautiful people. Wait, is that Marilyn Manson song? Well, guys, I'm kind of out of things to do. if nobody has any questions for me, I'm just gonna be shutting her down. Okay. Guess I know when to go. All right. Yeah, obviously I'm gonna be shutting this one down. Thank you guys. Good video coming up tomorrow. My birthday video at I have it on my video. What, flipping? It's. I have a video on it. I have a Tim Strix on it. I forget what I named it. See, I just forget everything. But you just put it in there. I always leave the line in my hand. I just like. It's a flipping pop. You flip it in there and just freaking. Just pop it. Just keep popping it, popping it, popping it, popping it. And all of a sudden you're like, pop, and feel like it's stuck, and you're like, oh shit, and it'll start taking off. I switch hands. I reel the other hand, and I said it. Yeah, no, it's. I think that somewhere in the title of it is flip and pop. Same way I caught that one with Jeff Fish just last week. Yeah, but just I flip it in. I just bounce it. I just jiggle the crap out of it while it's sitting there. So many fish is it? Kind of way I've been flipping since 1989 when I first learned. I would throw a little light. It was a 5-inch Canadian grub with a 16-ounce weight, way light. I'd flip it in there and I'd just sit there and like. If I was over something, if I had an alleyway between, I would like do the same thing but kind of rip. But if it's on the other side of something, I would just sit there and jiggle it. Just bouncing, I'd have to kind of pull over and get it. But yeah, no, it's a flip and pop. I think that's what they called it back in the day. Flip and pop. Flip it in there and you don't like, I see a lot of flipping, they flip it in and they like pull it up and let it drop back in. They pull it up and let it drop back. I'm like, that's not the way I do it all. I put it in there and I'm just like, I rattle the hell of it, make it just shake and shimmer and everything else, and then there, pulled out, put in the next spot. It's not rocket science, it's just flipping. All right, thank you for staying in. All right, guys, I'm out now. Like I said, I'll be live. Next live will be next Monday, but show coming up tomorrow and Friday. I'm gonna survey for you on Thursday. I don't know what I'm doing for Friday. Might go tomorrow to El Estero. Obviously, I'm gonna throw the buzzbait later. Might go the earlier and play with the split shot rig. But tomorrow's show's really good. I really think you guys will like it. It's a good fishing experience video, I would say. So on that note, thank you guys so much. I'm out here. I'll see you live again on Monday, and I'm going out. Bam!